One, giving all praises to the Most High, Elohim, and His Word and His truth. This lesson here we're going to deal with is the law on swine, aka that pig, Pastor Pork Chop, as I like to say, Now, swine or pig, they are putting in many different products. If you don't know, you can look it up. You can do your research as well to see there are many products that they're putting swine in. Now they're putting swine in freaking ice cream now. It's just crazy, what's going on today. But there's a reason why they're doing this thing, because they understand scripture more than your average quote-unquote Christian. Alright, so let's start here in the law, Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 44. And this is a law which Moses set before the children of Israel. So you see, this is before the children of Israel. It was not all nations, not we are the world. Wasn't all people there. It was just the children of Israel that was given this word. Okay? Leviticus chapter 11, verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel. Confirmation. It wasn't talking to everybody, but these particular people, but the world has forgotten about these particular people. Okay? Saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Now, if we jump down to 7, we're going to see what the Most High commanded not to eat. Verse 7. And the swine, or the pig, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. The cud is the greens, the vegetables. He don't chew that. He is unclean to you. This is an unclean animal. This is something that we are not supposed to eat or put in our mouth. Okay? Unclean animal. This was a commandment given by the Most High. But now, let's go and look at what the Greeks were doing. Okay? These Greeks, they were not Edomites. They were Greeks. Okay? So let's see what they were doing. First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 41 through 47. Moreover, King Antiochus, King Antiochus, who was a Greek, wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. Just like America, they say, oh, we're all one nation under God, indivisible, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And everyone should leave his laws. So all these people are supposed to leave their laws, their ways, right? Just like how they force us to leave our traditions and customs. So all the heathen agreed. See that? All the heathen. There's no Esau here. All the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Many also of the Israelites, as you see, Israelites consented to his religion. So a lot of our own people agreed with this religion here. And sacrificed unto idols. Okay, so when the Greeks were ruling at this time, a lot of our people agreed and sacrificed unto their idols. Just like today in America, they forced upon us Christianity and whatever religions, and we agree with it, and we are now taking part. We're sacrificing to their religions and traditions and holidays and stuff. For example, Christmas. Okay, and profane the Sabbath. Okay, so that's what our people did. All right, because we were in captivity, like we are in America, captivity. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem, okay, our city, and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice. So they told us we couldn't basically do these things anymore, our customs anymore. We had to follow their laws now. And forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people, set up altars and groves and chapels of idols. Same thing that's set up right now outside on your block these chapels of idols with white Jesus and all these things, okay? This is the chapels of the heathen, okay? And sacrifice swine's flesh, an unclean beast. Now, we just read in the law that this was forbidden for us to eat these things, particularly this swine. This was an unclean beast, okay? But this is what the Greeks did. They forced their law upon the Israelites, and a lot of our people went along with it. We was tearing up the swine like how we doing today, because of course we don't know who we are, and we just go for whatever it is that they give us. Alright? Okay, now here's an example of what our forefathers did when it came to dealing with this swine here. Okay, we're going to go to 2 Maccabees chapter 6 verses 18 through 20. Now Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man, okay, he was an elderly man, he was up there, and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth. Okay, he was forced to eat this swine here, as you're going to see, and to eat swine's flesh. Okay, he was forced to eat this swine's flesh, right? Something that was abominable to us, but something today we are tearing it up. Very good. But he, choosing rather to die, you see that? He chose rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination. So this is telling you that this pig, eating this pig, is an abomination. Okay, to be stained with this. Okay, this is huge here. Spit it forth, and came of his own accord to the torment. So he was like, heck with this, I'm not eating this, whatever. He spit it out, let me take the torture. As it behooved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for love of life to be tasted. You see that? So our forefathers were dying for this law. Okay, they were dying for this thing here. Alright, now here is another example of our people giving their life for this law, okay, not to eat the swine, which today we love today, which confirms that we are really destroyed today. Okay, so we're gonna jump to the next chapter, which would be chapter 7. So 2 Maccabees chapter 7, we're going to pick up at 1 through 4. It came to pass also that 7 brethren, our people, with their mother, were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh. Again, it was against the law to eat the swine, okay, that I read in the beginning, and were tormented with scourges and whips. Doesn't that ring a bell today, right? We get scourged, we were whipped, right? Slavery, right? Makes sense, right? So that's how you know we are those people. But one of them that spake first said thus, he said this, what wouldest thou ask or learn of us? Right? Like, wouldn't you want to know us, our laws, our truth? We are ready to die. You see that? They were ready to die. But today we like, okay? Ready to die. Rather than to transgress, break the laws of our fathers. Then the king, being enraged, so he was tight at this, like, what? What did you say? Commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot, which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut off the utmost parts of his body, the rest of his brethren and his mother looking on. So, wow, we went through torment just not to eat the swine in the past. But today, we will jump through fire just to have a double Mac burger with bacon on the side and bacon in the milkshake as well, because they doing that today too. But anyway, let's jump down to verse 7 and 8. So when the first was dead after this manner, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock. Okay, and when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair, they asked him, wilt thou eat? You see that? They try to be so funny. Before thou be punished throughout every member of your body? But he answered in his, keywords, own language. So that's how we know these people were not English speaking people, because it said he answered in his own language, confirming that English is not the language of the Hebrews. Okay, so your white Jesus would not be speaking English. Okay, that was the British they were showing you on television. Okay, that was not the real biblical.
Ain't no white Jesus. That's the devil, period.
Ancient Israelites. Okay, but he answered in his own language and said, no. Wherefore he also received the next torment in order as the former did. So he was punished the same way. Okay, cut out his tongue and dismembered his body and all of that. Alright, let's jump down to verse 22 to 23. I cannot tell now. So now this is the mom talking to the children or whatever that's facing this torment, right? She said, I cannot tell how